The third film in the franchise begins with a daring rescue mission that has immediate complications. From there, the adventure begins and we are taken on a futuristic, heist, meets action, meets zombie thrill ride. The risk factor is high for all parties concerned in this film if their individual plans do not succeed. So, does Maze Runner: The Death Cure manage to deliver on an amalgamation of genres, or is there no cure for this trilogy? Let's dive in and take a look in this review. This is the first film of this trilogy that I've seen. In fact, I don't even remember seeing any of the trailers for this movie. So I went into the theater with a pretty open mind about everything I was about to experience on the big screen. And much to my surprise, the fact that I knew absolutely nothing about this world, the characters, the previous stories, that didn't seem to dampen the level of enjoyment I had watching this third film in the trilogy. There were a couple moments where I didn't know why certain characters were important, or why dramatic music would start playing when someone showed up, signaling to us as the audience that this should be stressful, this should be mood changing or a surprise. But overall, this film doesn't rely on the previous two films to make sense, and for that I was thankful. However, for fans of this franchise, that knowledge about the characters in this whole world will probably actually increase the level of enjoyment they have watching this third film. The overall story to me was fairly predictable, but still entertaining. And the one big issue I did have with this film was simply the runtime. This film clocks in at over 2 hours, and it feels like every minute of over 2 hours. After several moments where the film feels like it's wrapping up, only to add one more problem for the team to solve, I began to wonder if the cinematic adventure would ever end. Fortunately for us though, even though this film does feel every bit of over 2 hours long, they do a really great job of keeping things exciting as issue after issue after issue arises for everybody involved in this film. The best way for me to kind of summarize it all up is to imagine that you're on a fast-moving roller coaster that has occasional slow moments, but then is racing again. However, after some time, you're ready for the roller coaster ride to end because you're ready to experience something. Fun ride, too long, let's move on. Maze Runner: The Death Cure is playing at your local movie theater right now. And if you're a fan of this franchise, I am going to recommend a big screen viewing. And for those of us who don't know anything about the franchise, I'm going to recommend a big screen viewing for y'all as well. Just make sure you go during matinee time for a cheaper ticket price. If you're a fan of the occasional movie that requires little to zero brain power but is a fun visual spectacle, this is a great time at the movies. Despite its predictability and long run time, this really does have everything a fun afternoon flick should have. We have heists, hand-to-hand combat, futuristic planes, and car chases. We have zombies, or something like a zombie, very zombie-esque. We have explosions and buildings crumbling to the ground. And finally, we have some pretty cool futuristic weapons that kind of just pop up throughout the film. There's plenty to be enjoyed, but be prepared to enjoy it for over 2 hours. And because of that reason, Maze Runner: The Death Cure is getting at least one high five from this guy. Maze Runner: The Death Cure is playing at your local movie theater right now. Check it out. Hi, I'm Jeremy Brunansky, and you've just finished watching a movie review on Brunansky's Vlog. Along with the movie reviews and the weekly show, we also do the certified rad segments and the movie news breakdown, which you may want to check out. All right, everybody, we'll see you next Monday for a brand new episode of Brunansky's Vlog, Monday morning, 10 a.m. PST. See you there. Have a great week.